Hello, everyone, and welcome back at it for another in a long series of what will almost certainly be a massive disaster. It's the Friday night disaster stream with your boy, Amigo Aaron. We are coming back after a month and a week hiatus, as we had to take care of some business on Conversations from the Dark Side. I want a big shout out to everybody that checked out Conversations this year. This was easily our most popular year, most listened to, most viewed, right across the board. And boy, it's always a pleasure to work with my good buddy, Rob Flack O'Hara, Jack Flack. If you missed any of those disaster streams, please go check them out. Those suckers are evergreen, and they are all over the place. You can go to Combos from the Dark Side, which is a separate channel just for the Conversation from the Dark Side. You can also look on the Amigos channel. They're all there. Now, with all that said, tonight, I've been planning this one for a while. About a month ago, it was announced that there was a new dog in the fight for your DOS attention, and it was Dosbox Pure Unleashed. Unleashed, everybody. And Unleashed will give you some additional benefits that your unusual Dosbox won't give you. And so I did a video on it, just me playing some games. Then I did sort of a how-to video. But the only way to get in there and get down and dirty with the DOSBox Pure Unleashed is to just take some game requests and try them out, see how it goes. And so that's what we're gonna do. I've got DOSBox Pure Unleashed running on a separate computer, so there won't be no shenanigans when we get into this. We're gonna have one computer just capturing, and one computer that is dedicated to just playing the games. Now, let me tell you what my setup is here. I'm going to be using this joystick here, which is a generic sort of Super Nintendo with a couple analogs strapped to it and 4 shoulder buttons. I was using my Xbox stick with this, but it's bulky, and I didn't like the button, how the button's set up. I mean, you could go in there and swap them around and do what you want. And so, but I like this thing. This is what I started using. This is what I'm going to use. So, this is the all-request DOSBox Pure Unleashed. Now, I asked in our Discord, I said, listen, how about some stuff to try? And boy, did I get a bumper crop of stuff. I mean, just a ton of stuff. And so we're going to try some of this stuff. I'm not necessarily going to get into, like, how to use this per se. I mean, you're going to see how to use it, but you're going to pick up some tips. But if you really want to get in there and fully understand what's going on, you can go to and watch my how-to video. It's called DOSBox Pure Unleashed for Dummies. And I get into most of the stuff, but we are going to try some unique stuff tonight, including getting into some Windows 98 emulation as well. Got a goodly amount of people in here. Thanks everybody for tuning in live. Let's get right into it. So I'm gonna look here at some of the suggestions I got, and we're just gonna try something. We're gonna start off with something simple here. My buddy TSI Matt has suggested Police Quest. Everybody remember the original Police Quest? So let's see if we've got that. Also, I've got like 3,000 things here, and so we're gonna play what we've got. If I don't have it or we can't get it to work, we'll just move along. So, yes, is there going to be parts of this where we're just sitting here looking dumb as I try to configure controls and whatnot? You got that right. So, I'm just telling you up front, because anyone that worked on DOS back in the day, it was quirky to use on the actual device. So, I see right here it's Police Quest 1. Now, this is a mouse-driven game. I do have a mouse hooked up. I'm going to hold it up here, right there, just a regular old USB mouse. This is hooked up to a pretty decent computer, but it's not like it's an ultra computer or anything. I think this will run on pretty much anything. So I'm going to use the shoulder pads on this controller to go through and make sure that I've got the preset that I want. So we're just going to I'm going to go with the old Gravis. That's usually my go-to Gravis gamepad. And we're going to go back over here. And so here we are. I'm going to go over here to load content. And we're going to go up here to, we're going to load up the police quest. And we're not going to sit here and play a ton of police quests. Don't worry if it's not your bag. But we're going to try it. Because the only way we'll learn is to try these games out. And so I'm down. Like, police quest not my favorite. But I'll try it for the sake of science. We're going to try it. So I've highlighted it. And now, these are running straight out of the zip files. Nothing else is needed. By the way, I see what you're saying there, Centauro, and I do, in fact, in front of me, I have the keyboard as well. I'm going to hold it up. So we're covered. We got everything we need to make this happen. And so we're going to see. So some of these you can just start. Some you have to install. We're just going to hit start here and see what happens. Well, actually, we'll run start. Let's see what happens. Now, what you're hearing there is the awesome DOS music. I don't know what year this came out, but it was an early title. Yeah, Dave, I could probably find it pretty quick. So you can see what I did there. Let me turn that down just a smidge so you guys won't murder me. You know, I'm a big fan of Dragnet from back in the day, so this game should be right up my alley. So here we are, and there I go. So we are now playing Police Quest 1. It was that easy, everybody. And again, this was running directly out of a zip file with no installation, although we'll get to some installation eventually. Oh, my. So we're going to walk up and just, gosh, there we go. You know, I knew a person like that when I worked back at IBM. They would always take their showers and do all their grooming. In fact, when I was at I work at a crime lab now. One of our old biologists used to come into the bathroom and shave his head every day, and he'd be in there completely shirtless, shaving his head. I know, it's like, well, whatever, man. Hey, Edvin, good to see you, man. God. Oh, that is no good. I wonder if we could talk to the guy in the shower. Let's see if we can get in the shower. We can. So there you go. This was one of those crazy games from Sierra that was a combination graphical interface game but they kept some of the old keyboard action. Yeah. I'm glad I don't have to share a locker with you, Edvin. That's for darn sure. By the way, of course, I've taken a ton of... let me see what we can do here. Look at that. See, this is a... Ha! I'm not only am I taking Discord requests, but if you've got a burning request to try something or see me try one of these games, I'll be more than happy to accommodate you. Look at that, everybody. Up here, I bet this is the chief. John, Bodekar Schaller in the house. We're starting off easy with a little original police quest, Boat. Boat did play some of the early Sierra games. Boat, was this one that you played back in the day? Insult Chief. Can we do that? Oh, there you go. Yeah, this is exactly how I do it, Boat. I was just comparing this to the lab. Sorry, I tried, dude. Nothing better than games that make you open and close doors over and over. That's what makes it more fun. But you can see how easy this was to run. I mean, it was no problem. I'll show you the exact way I go about running stuff. Oh, here we go. Now we're cooking. Let's see if we can get this sucker online. Here we go. We're in. Let's see here. Let's see if boat's in the system. Nope. Nope, we're not finding anything in this system. There we go. So anyway, that's a little taste of Police Quest. This is requested by TSI Matt. So when it's time to move on from these games, you can do it quite easily. Because first what we're going to do, so I've got basically the menu button brought up right here on this. I push this button down, and you'll see the menu come up. And then I just scroll out of here. I go to load content. I hit the start button, and then it's time to load something else. Let's take our first request from inside the chat. Let's try Maniac Mansion outside of the computer. That would be a good one to try. Let me see if I've got it here. We'll try that one real quick. We'll get these out of the way early because I figured they would be requested. This is a game that I've played a couple times. It was never it's a good game. It's not my kind of game, but I know people love it. So let's see here. So we got Maniac Mansion. We'll try the newer version. So I'm just going to hit the start button. It'll ask me if I want to quit playing Police Squad, and you can hit okay. By the way, this has full save state support, so you can save states. That's one we'll get to, Edwin, faux show. So we'll go ahead and see if Maniac Mansion will load just as easily as that did. So we're going to click on it, and there you go. I believe this one was this one a mouse? No, this is a keyboard. So here we go. So this is where I believe you have to pick two people, if I'm not mistaken. Or is it just one in this? Oh, no, two other kids. Let me see here. Oh, it's space bar. We'll take that guy, and then we'll take the punk chick. And we're in. Scumettes. That's it. It's that simple. Again, so let's talk about the save states while this is loading up. So if I hit my menu button, and I go over here to, so this gives you a list of all the shortcuts if I click on this. So if I hit Control and F5, which is what I'm going to do. So I'm going to hit Control. Oops, sorry. Okay, you can't see it, but I saw it on my screen. It just said save state. So we'll go ahead and get into this properly. See if we can skip this. I don't think we can. Yeah. I agree with you, Dave, on that. So we saved the game. So this is just obviously we're doing this just for scientific purposes. So we're gonna look and see. So the control to load the game is an F9. Okay. So I'm gonna hit Control F9. Bam. And there you go. It's that simple. So. And I've tried this, and I've never had it not work. So, there you go. If you want quick save states in your DOS games, this will accommodate you quite nicely. We'll let this load up, and we'll hop into it real quick. Love that game, Edvin, of course. Yeah, I've seen the TV show. It's not that good, unfortunately. I can't remember who was in there. There was at least one famous. Was Joe Flaherty or somebody in that? It was somebody of some renown. And here we go with the opening. Now, I've tried to size these appropriately. And you guys know how a DOS is with its different resolutions. So sometimes you'll have a full screen. Sometimes you get this sort of cropped up screen a little bit. And you can actually, we'll get into that in a moment. Yeah, by the way, I'm a big Joe Flaherty fan. Big fan. Count Floyd and all of his SCTV work. He was great. See, there we go. And so there now we've got the actual menus here. And so you're off and running. That's all there was to it to get it going. So no problems there. Let's go ahead and keep the ball rolling here. Let's get something that's going to move a little bit. So I'm gonna go back into my menu here. Let me look at another one on our list here. I want to try to get a little bit from everybody. So Pajako had a couple in here that looked pretty good. Let me see if I've got either one of them. So, you know what was big back in the day were your first-person shooters. They loved those, right? Because that was a new thing. And they made some real offbeat ones. And we're going to see if this one's on here. I don't know what year this was released, so let me see here. Let's see here. So his first request was Redneck Rampage, which I don't have, but I think that was pretty new, if I'm honest. And his second request, though, I'm pretty sure we've got, which is Jill of the Jungle. So we'll try that one. I'm not sure when Redneck Rampage came out. Somebody can look that up, but whatever it is, it's not in my... I've got 3,300 games here. So, by the way, you're probably asking yourself, how does this work? I mean, if you haven't paid attention, if you have the game installed in a zip file, it will run. If you need to install the game in a zip file, it will run as well. We may have to do that at some point, and I'll show you how to do it. It's actually quite simple because this sort of makes its own... Here we go, Jill of the Jungle. I'm going to keep the Gravis going. Hey, Matt, you missed your game already. So, we're going to click on that, and we're going to fire up Jill of the Jungle. Now, you've only got one file here to run, so we'll see how this goes. Okay, so there's the baloney. Let's see what happens here. So we've got, let's see if we can configure the joystick. We do, yes, we do want digital sound. We do want the musical track. We do have a joystick. So now we're going to try the ever-popular, try to get the joystick to work in DOS. So here's my joystick. I'm going to do what it just says, what it says. Center joystick and press a button. Okay, move joystick to the upper left. Move it to the lower right. And there you go. We're going to go with VGA. And we're in. And the joystick's working. Let's give this a whirl. Again, this is from Pajako. This has up for jump boat, your favorite. Although it does support button. No, it doesn't support button for... Does it? Yeah, it does support button for jump as well. That's something anyway. Well, what they're doing is it's dialing in your analog controller. All the DOS stuff was analog at this time. I mean, not all of it, but a lot of it was. How about that? Okay. I haven't played this one for a while, I'll be honest with you. There we go. Oh, no. You only get one shot with the sword. I didn't realize that. Let's get that thing back. I thought that was something I could just throw a million of. This is all the musical wonderment that DOS had to offer right here. Oh, this sword certainly got some crawl action. Oh, dude, this is floaty as the day is long. In case you're wondering. Tell me if that gets too loud, by the way. Because you will, as you can imagine, these DOS games, they wildly vary on volume. So if it gets too loud, let me know. But this is, I'm playing this. I mean, I remember this was a pretty popular game back in the day. And, God. There it is. Where's my health? My health is okay. Let's get some apples here. This will make you appreciate your Amiga a lot more if for platform games. Because this was considered a pretty popular and well-done platform game, and I never liked this game. I always thought it was no good. But you know, people, hey, different strokes, different folks. Yeah, but it does work, as I mentioned. Again, you'll get your save states. Now, something else I should mention. We might as well go into this now while it's early in the night. I'm going to go to the options area again. So, you might be asking yourself, Aaron, you're playing games from wildly different eras. Like, what the heck? Well, if you go in here to your performance area, you can adjust. Like I've got it on automatic, but you can see the list here. This will go as fast as you could possibly go, all the way up, all the way down to an 8086, and all the way up to an Athlon, and which is good. So this will try to automatically adjust for you, and I usually let it do that, but it is certainly not. It's not foolproof. I can tell you that. Now, as an added bonus, if you go here, you can actually change how fast that processor's running. So you could pick an 8086 and then have it run at 50% if you wanted to, or you could take a Athlon and have it run at 50%. So it gives you a good idea as to, it gives you a lot of options in terms of fine tuning what you're doing. This also will give you the ability to change your video card, which right now we're using the S3 Trio 64 and a 3DFX card built in. But you can go down, like look at these options here. You can go down, and these all support CGA and I think even monochrome. So you're good to go there. You can pick the video card, how much memory you've got. You really can get in there and fool around if you wish. I've sort of kept stuff for the most part at the base levels. That's where they're at. Here's where you can set your memory size and whatnot, and you can do that. And occasionally you'll have to do that. So and of course, you can also change the type of audio. Not to get into this too deep, but if let's say you always wanted Sound Blaster 2 or whatever, Sound Blaster Pro 2, you get a chance, you can pick an audio, a different sound card. You can also, maybe you don't want that. Maybe you want AdLib Gold. It's gold. It's AdLib Gold. You can pick it. You can also enable the Grabus Ultrasound, which I have not. But there you go. So you've got all sorts of options here. And we'll probably have to use this if we play anything particularly old, so there you go. All right, Jill of the Jungle, it's working 100%, no problem, sound, everything. And if we hit S right here, by the way, see, there's your save games. So and let's, just for fun, I see that there's a ton of save games here. Let's try to load run one up here. Let's see what if I load that. And so we've loaded someone else's save game that was on here, just in case you wouldn't know if it worked. But yeah, everything works within the machine. So all the save games and stuff, they'll all be there. When this runs a game, it basically creates a little file folder with the information from that game in it. So there you go. And Epic's still around, by the way, which is funny. Now, so that was Jill of the Jungle, and I want to thank Pajako for suggesting that. And we'll come back to some of these other ones here. So Joe wants us to try out Destruction Derby. I don't know if I've got that one. That's a pretty new one, but we'll look and see what's in here. That was a Psygnosis special here, so I can't address why those are there. By the way, I have no answer for that, Edwin or Sataro. So we'll see if Destruction Derby's here. I don't know if it's here or not, but we'll find out. I don't know how far this goes. Now, that doesn't mean this won't run these things, by the way. Just because I don't have it, this is just an arbitrary list that I just downloaded. So don't, I don't want to I don't want you to think that if I don't have it, it won't run it. That's not true. Look at that. Destruction Derby. Okay. So, let's set this one up. Okay. Oh, this is to set up a link, but we will set up the audio. And so let's see if we can get this to figure out what audio we've got. That's what we've got. It detected it. That's great. So we're done. Now we're not going to run a linked game, so we'll close that, and then we'll just run the game. And it should theoretically show. There's also a set sound we could have ran, I guess. So let's see what happens when we do this. I have not tried any of these, by the way. So. Oh, yes. Man, I love this game. I bought this game for DOS, by the way. So, somewhere in my house is probably at least at the bare minimum, the disc for this game. I was a big fan. Plus Psygnosis, duh. They were great. So let's see if look at that. And here come the cars. I believe at some point that we got a 3D version of this, but I don't remember. I didn't catch when this came out, so I can't tell you. So let's see if we can set the joystick up on this, or how difficult that's going to be. Let's see here. We've got a digital joystick. Okay. Move it to all 4 corners and hit fire. I like how they don't have a visual representation here. All right, I think that worked. Okay. Let's see what this does. Oh, okay. Yeah, we'll use the Psygnosis car. And we'll go. And I'll let you know if this works or not. All right. All right, it is working. It is working. All you need is reverse, baby. I love the Psygnosis mobile. I should add this to my logos. Oh. This is a great game, and the second one was even better.
Watch those barriers. They'll only slow you down.
I've been to many demolition derbies, and none of them were like this. And this is the kind of demolition derby I wanted to go to. That was a big, huge. I mean, one thing about real demolition derbies is like people will get murdered violently. I've seen people pulled out of cars, and the strip of land that they're doing a demolition derby in is probably like 1/8 of an acre. I mean, it's so tiny. But back in the 60s and the 70s, up in Milwaukee, up in that area, the north, especially the northern part, and also down in Florida, they would have these epic destruction derbies. I mean, and it was brutal. People were getting carried out of there. Nowadays, with liability and stuff, they're very hesitant to let you do that stuff. So now, when you go to like a local fair or something, the demolition derby is just this little tiny strip of land, and they make sure it's all muddy, so you can't get any real speed up. It's a real letdown. One of these days, I'll go to a proper one though. I don't want anybody to be killed, but you know what I mean. So we're gonna try to go forward for a minute to get, because I'm just backing around like an idiot. I can't remember if this game may have had CD music. We're gonna try some ISOs later. I think I've got a couple we could try, and we'll see how those go. Yeah, I agree with that. It was revolutionary. What's up, drummer? Straight from the discussion to our discussion. Good to see you, man. So this is running great. I mean, no problems here. And I don't think you could make this run any better by upping the scale. Like I said, I will say the auto CPU is not infallible. I will tell you that. There are, especially with older games, some games you have to go and put it on like 286 or 8088. I mean, like the old booters, you know. So that's running real good. So that was a good suggestion there. Let me see who that was. That was Joe. Thank you, Joe. So, by the way, if you've got something you'd like to see in the chat, I know I've asked several times, and then they probably passed by, but ask right now. The next person that has a good answer, I will try it immediately. Bam. Edmund got it instantly. No problem. We'll try that one straight away. And then we will try... Oh, Heretic. Also a good choice. We'll try that one after we do this one. So let me go up here and see if we've got Prince of Persia. By the way, again, I want to make sure you understand, these are running out of their zipped files. I've done nothing to any of these. So that's how this thing works. And of course, the big difference between this and regular Dosbox is you get this little menu system here. They've sort of streamlined it for you. So let's see here. Prince of Persia right here. Let's give this a shot. So I'm just going to hit, and here's another copy. We'll try this one. We'll do this. Here's 1.3. Wonder what that's all about. Well, we'll just try the original here. Prince of Persia. I'm just going to hit the start button, hit OK, and there it is. There's only one file. We click it, and there you go. Could it be any easier? Could it be any easier? by the way, you could rig up. Well, we'll get to this, but you could also have an image, a hard drive image with Windows on it, which we'll talk about in a moment. And there it is. I don't know if this will auto take the joystick or not. Let's find out. It does. So you literally have to do nothing here. Let me see what the jump buttons are. Let me see if I can figure out how to. Yep, there it is. Mechner was an all-time great and a great guy too. Just a great guy, and left his book is very interesting. I finally got around to reading it, and I like his work log. But this is working 100%. Oh, sound effects aren't nearly as good as the Amiga. By the way, if you are one of the people in here that haven't heard, I do a show called Atari Unlimited, and we covered this on Atari Unlimited just like last month, because they just released a version of Prince of Persia for the Atari 8-bit machines, and it's quite good. It's quite good, unlike me. Now I'm gonna pay attention. I would disagree with him on that, and I'll tell you why. I think the Amiga version's got way better sound effects. So this may have a higher resolution, something like that. I can't argue with that, but I mean, the Amiga has greater sound effects, and really the console versions of this are pretty impressive. They really, like, especially the Genesis version of this is quite outstanding. It's beautiful to look at. But yeah, I did nothing. Again, so far we've been mostly the Gravis. Oh, Gravis gamepad. You can see here I'm still using the. So that's working 100%. I'm not having any problems. So look at it. I mean, the graphic fidelity is quite nice. It looks real good. I've got this running on its native screen right beside me here, and it looks fine. And you know, of course, this is a Windows situation here. So check this out, everybody. We're just gonna go. See, we're in a window. We have not dedicated our machine to this. This is just running out of a program. Oh, shut up. Take off, Edvin. I'll kill you. All right. Let's try some Heretic. I'll see if we got that on here. That one's another one I played back in the day. Excellent choice. We've had good luck here so far. So we're going to load. You use the right analog stick to scroll. Hey, I want you to know, Santaro, I like Hexen more, but of course Heretic was first. So let's see here. Heretic, here we go. And then, I don't know if that's the full name of it. I never heard that one. So we're going to click on it. We're going to hit yes. We're going to end our Prince of Persia game. So we'll go to setup here and see if we need to do anything. Yes, and so we've got everything set up here already. It looks like. So we'll just launch. Let's see how we do. So here we do with it. We're doing this junk here. Upper left. Lower right. It's always horrible when you screw that up. There it is. There you go. Now you can see it's moving in a good clip here. Holy smokes, it's really moving. We'll see once we start playing if it rolls that quick. Thou needeth a wet nurse. I will say I'm looking at this on my screen, and this is the way it's coming up. Now, everything can be altered, obviously. Oh, by the way, this is running quite nicely. That guy was moving and shaking, but it's running pretty well. We'll try some 3DFX stuff here in a bit too. Give that a whirl. Man, these games were I remember when these games were the big. Yeah, we could go check I'm sure we can check the option screen. Oh, hold on. Let me kill this guy. Man, these things are everywhere. All right. Let me see if we can actually alter the. Yeah, there's nothing in here in terms of changing the color. Let's see if we got anything here. Oh, here we go. Gamma correction. Let's see here. There we go. So you've got a lot of good. Let's go with. I like that. I like that one. I think. There we go. Anybody play this one back in the day? Hey, what's up, Josh? It's good to see you, man. Yeah, I thought you'd like that, Santaro. Santaro's a disc. He wants it the way he wants it. My God, that's the way it is. I understand. My brother's like that. I take it as it comes. I played a lot more of Hexen than I played of Heretic, but much like everyone else, when this came out, I was like, oh God, it's another one of these Doom clones. This is great. We didn't call them Doom clones back then. It's funny though, my friends, when all the Doom clones came out, they were not happy with that because we weren't used to so many of the games that were exactly the same. You know what I mean? We didn't like that, so people were not keen on that. But you got used to it. Oh, really? Do you recall, Tex, if there was ever I don't think they ever released a 3DFX version of this game. Now, I do have a few 3DFX games we could try. I've got at least one that we could try out that I know, and then maybe we'll find some other ones. A lot of it just if I have the files to do it, because I do have this thing does support 3DFX. All right, so that's a winner right there. Good call. So thank you, fellas, whoever it was that suggested that one. So here I'm going to try one here from Mavunky. He's got a bunch of different ones here. I'm gonna try the first one I remember playing. So let me see if they've got this thing. Let me log out of this. So we're going to again load content, and then it's funny how quickly I forget things. It's quite amazing. It's quite an achievement by my brain. Okay, we need to get down to the R's. Now this is one that I thought was quite good when it came out, and it did get a pretty good reception. By the way, after this one, I'm going to take another suggestion from you guys. So if you guys have anything, if you don't, that's fine. But if you have anything, I want to make sure everybody gets a chance to see what they've got. Okay, so here we go. This is called Raptor Call of the Shadows. If this is the game I remember it being. Hey, what's up, Super Tech Boy? So we're going to see if this works. We'll do a setup. And it looks good. Except for the controller, which we'll change. Controller type. Now you'll notice I've never turned off the control. We're using the same controller we always did, which was the graphics or the grab escape, which I've on the shelf behind me. You may be able to see it. I've got a box grab. It's back there. Okay, that's fine. We'll just take what they give us here. We don't need to get crazy. And then save settings, and then we'll run the game, and we'll see if it works. Hey, Petzel. So here we go with the joystick. Center and press a button. Upper left. Lower right. And let's see if it works. Oh, it didn't work. Okay, let's see why it didn't work. Could be a sound thing. Center joystick. Upper left. Lower right. Okay, critical file. Huh! It's looking for the file ID.diz. What an odd thing. That's okay. We've got different versions of this. We'll load another one. That one might just be missing. That's an odd thing to be looking for. To be honest with you, that's real strange. Let's do this one more time here. This one didn't automatically detect our sound blaster. Hopefully these are the correct settings. And controller. We'll see if that works, everybody. There it is. That one's also missing the That's strange. That's just. I don't think that's emulation. That's just a file that's not there. Let me try running hack wrap. Oh my. Got a little nasty there. So that one's missing a file, so that's too bad. I'd like to have played that one. We'll have to go back. I think that's probably just we don't have the file it's looking for. So I'll go down the list from Mavunky, what he's got here. Let's try. He's also got Destruction Derby, Carmageddon. That's good. Death Rally. That's a good one. Let's try that one. It's an old favorite of mine. Okay, so we'll go up here and try Death Rally. Like I said, at some point I will look into that one, but I'm sure it'll work. It was just looking for a file that wasn't there. So that'll happen. Hey, when you get these things like you get them, it is what it is. So, Death. Let's see here. Death Rally. I remember playing this back in the day, but I don't remember much about it. So, I think we can go with the, that one. Okay, let's try it. Let's give this a whirl here. Yes, we're in. This is a not that old game, I don't think. I mean, by DOS standards. Yes. Oh yeah, Comanche. I remember that game. That had that awesome, the awesome visuals in that. Okay, we'll just leave it like it is. Let's enable that thing. Here we go. I hope you guys can hear the audio. Let's see if we can get this thing going. Oh no! No! Ah! What's wrong with these people? What does this bar do when I move it? Oh, it's changing the color of my car. Let's get something I can really see. Like an orange. There we go. That'll work. You want to use weapons? Bah! What a stupid question.
Speed makes me dizzy.
Alright, death race. Alright. We may have to try that Comanche game. Because that one really pushed your machine.
Get ready to go.
I don't know what the acceleration is on this. I'll figure it out. Oh, I guess I figured it out. Oh, no, it's a machine gun. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I remember playing this back in the day. Man. This is everyone on the Amiga should be getting this game here and play. It's just right. This would have been right at home on the Amiga. Look at that. I love the music, too. It's real good. It's Boat's favorite kind of music. I'm out of bullets. Oh, man. I guess that's like where you can... Oh, I love that. The 3D, and that's great. I'll catch him. I like the fact that you can run over people. Added bonus. Oh, whoops.
Final lap, go for it.
Oh, no. Stupid landmine. I mean, for your first race, not bad. Listen, Death Race 2000, the new Death Race that had Jason Statham, that's the bomb. It's the best Death Race. That's the one you need to watch. That thing was great. It had the dude from Deadwood in it. He was awesome, too. Just a great movie, man. Listen right there. That works great. Good game. That's a great suggestion. Let me see who suggested that. Mavunky. Very good, Mavunky. Excellent choice. Let's try Comanche, everybody. Let's see if we can get that thing running. So far, with the exception of that one game, we've had no problems. This has been pretty much my experience, if I'm honest. I've had very little problems getting there. Every once in a while, I find something. But for the most part, the hardest thing sometimes is just getting the controls to work. Okay, let's see if we've got Comanche. That might be in too new. Let's see. Oh my God, here it is. Comanche. By God, we're going to try it. I thought that's in Colombo for a second. I got real excited. I'll tell you what, Super Tech. We'll try that one next, brother. Deadwood is my jam, Centauro. Love that. Love that. So here we are. We better hit the sound setup on this one. Pretty simple. Let me use the right keyboard. We'll use the sound blaster for that as well, and we're done. All right, cross your fingers, everybody. We're gonna give this thing a whirl. Yeah. 92. This is older than I thought it was. I just remember this being super impressive at the time. I remember thinking to myself, holy smokes. Oh, yeah. Okay, select Pirate, Virginia Wolf Blitz. I'm going to pick her. Let's see if I can, what kind of control options I've got here. I've got none. They give me no options. So I guess I'm just going to use whatever they let me use. Begin mission. I accept mission. All right, let's see if we're using the mouse, keyboard. I don't know what we're using here. Doesn't look like the mouse does anything. I don't think the joystick. So it looks like this is an all keyboard affair, everybody. Hey, what's up, Double A? Aardvark getting a hizzy. Okay. Okay, let me try to memorize. I said we've got a lot of function keys here. That's what that stuff does. Who remembers playing this? That can help a brother out here. Okay, I found the missiles. Let's see if the engine's like the up. Okay, I found a way to look around. Look at that. That's very similar to my actual look. Okay, so let's see if we hit plus. Can we get, how about plus on the numpad? We got to figure this out. Come on. Help a brother out here. Okay, I'm just gonna start hitting stuff now. That goes between the various weapons. That changes that. Okay, that shoots. There's got to be a way to crank this sucker up. Man, I want to see this so bad. I'll tell you what we'll do. Oh, look at this. Now we're cooking. Why did they put those on the... You idiots. Why didn't they put that on the front screen? All right, let's see if we can get this thing going. Here we go. Swirl the joystick and press the key. Look at that. We can change the detail. Detail high. Let's go for it. Return to game. Well, now that I've got the joystick, I still... Okay, E and D, eh? Oh! Holy smokes! It worked! Good call, DPT. Oh my God. I think I should have stuck to the keyboard. I may do that. Let's go. Because it's not, the computer's not, the joystick's not working that great. Let's go back to the keyboard. Here we go. Let's go shoot some stuff. Okay, that lowers us down. Okay, do we know... Good night, dude. Thanks for coming in. Over 9,000. So, I remember this shot, I think. One of these shot. Let's just fly through the mountains here. Have a look. This was big. This was huge deal back in the day. Look at that. So check this out. Do you guys think this is running a little fast? We're going to, for the first time tonight, we're going to monkey with something here. We're going to go over here to performance, and we're going to take it off of this. Now, sometimes this will screw up the game. All right, I'm not going to lie to you. Let's put this thing on 486.66. It happens in real time, by the way. So now we're at 486. And that looks a little bit more manageable. How did I shoot those missiles? Oh, gosh. Let me see here. Uh-oh. Mission aborted. I ran out of fuel. Now you tell me. I'm going to let this thing run the demo for a minute so we can see what it looks like. That's good stuff. I was hoping that would work. Let's let it run for a second. The demo should start up, I hope. I'm going to look at the next game here. So our good buddy Jeff Hanna, by the way, Jeff sent over a game for us to try, but I could not get it working. Windows files were missing, so that will be next time around. But Jeff did work on some actual games for the Amiga. Let me find which one he worked on. SVGA Air Warrior. So we'll try that one next. I want to try one of his. This is the demo playing. Pretty good. Pretty good. So that's an interesting one. I'm going to turn back on the... Oh, here we go. Let's let it go for a minute here. Just for fun. Well, check this out. Just so I'm, don't think I'm completely full of crap. I'm gonna go to performance here, and let's put this thing on as a 6 megahertz 286. I'm gonna let it run. See how it goes. Like, that part still looks good. I'm pretty sure this does it on the fly. I know it does. I don't remember what the stats for this game. It said 92, I believe, was the year it came out. I remember it would run pretty well on a low-end system.
All systems nominal.
Oh yeah, there it goes. So this is what you'd be playing on a 286 right here. But it does show you how quickly and easily you can change these things to get the way you want it. I played a lot of games that ran like this back in the day because I didn't have a pretty good system for a long time. So we'll go back over to performance. And let's move it up to a 386. That's what you get on a 386. That's a much more playable. Still not perfect, but a lot more playable. And we're just wiping out tanks here. I love it. Pretty good stuff. I'm gonna go back up. I'm gonna go back up here to performance, and we're gonna put this thing on auto again.
Get that laser out of my face.
And there you go. So just a little tidbit for you there. All right. So Jeff wanted us to try out. Let me make sure I get the right one here. SVGA Air Warrior, which he worked on. So I'm hoping this is in here. Oops, wrong thing here. Load content. Let's scroll down here to SVGA.
All targets nominal. Incoming.
Okay.
Target destroyed.
All the way at the bottom. If we don't have this, then we'll have to try another one of his suggestions. So
All
UV,
systems
SVG.
nominal.
It may not be under SVGA. It may just be under the name. I don't see anything here with the SVGA. So let's look at see what we've got. Air. This is Air Warrior. So let's try. Let's go all the way to the top. Ha! You're kidding me. Interesting. Oh, he suggested it. If it's here, I'm gonna try it. Have you talked to him about this, Scoob?
All systems nominal.
Because that's something. Air Warrior. Here we go. Let's see if this will work.
Watch it.
Incoming.
Get that thing.
Okay, so not much to do here except run. F1 for menu. Let's see what we got here. Control. Let's see here. Holy smokes, this looks hardcore, brother. This looks real hardcore. Holy smokes. Let me see what these other things do here. I'm hoping there's a like we show you how to play option here. Yeah, so this goes up to CGA or EGA. It'd be fun to know how to just even start the game. Choose terminal mode. Oh God, that was a mistake. Why did I do that? There we go. You might be right. And I don't know if this is the one Jeff worked on or not. Oh, very good, Petzel. Very good. If only Jeff were here to tell us how to play it. Let's say. Look at this. I mean, this is pretty in-depth. Oh, here we go. Well, I'm not optimistic, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, there's the multiple views. I think that's what we're doing. No, I don't know what we're doing. Throttle. Let's see here. That's a game, Edwin, or that came out? I can't believe it. Man, I'm dying to see this start. So let's see if we can figure out how to get this thing going. Okay. This is why I don't do a whole lot with the old flight sims. You are on the ground. Got it. I'm typing over here. Uh-oh. What's up, core classmen? Thanks for coming in, man. Thanks for the raid as well. We're attempting to play DOS games on the Dosbox Pure Unleashed engine. But this particular game, I think, is beyond me. We might have to do a little study on this one, fellas, to be honest with you. So we have to come back to that one. Sorry, Jeff. We gave it a whirl. That's a tough one. So, Boat, let's see here. Boat wants. I'm gonna give into your desires, Boat, because you know that's one of my faves. So we're have to come back to that one. We know what we're doing, everybody. But it's still kind of neat to know that you know a guy that actually worked on these games. What are we doing here? Okay. So, Boat wants to see... Whoops, wrong button. Let's try that again. Boat wants to see tag team wrestling. Yeah, I'm a little early, Josh. I thought about that. Hey, Uncle Larry, it's good to see you, man. I've been talking about you behind your back here recently, so I hope your ears weren't burning. QRS. Man, I see so many good games go by. God. Okay, Ed, but we'll do that one next. I'm sorry, I forgot all about that. Let's see here. Oh, you're not wrong, Steve. I hadn't thought about that. That hadn't even occurred to me. You might be dead on. Boat. I don't. Oh, there it is. Nope. Hold the phone. Okay, so this one is so old. I don't think there's going to be anything, and this might run ultra fast, frankly. So this we'll probably have to adjust the set. Yeah. Whoa. Okay, now I will tell you, this is my capture board is having trouble with this one. It is not the actual emulation on this, so that I'm not gonna badmouth that. So we're gonna just jump out of that so no one has a heart attack, and we'll go to sorry, boat. That was a capture board issue. That is not an issue with the actual emulation. So yeah, so every once in a while that happens when it goes into a weird thing it doesn't like. So let's see if they've got this. Oh yeah, I like that game. I played that. Okay. I can't guarantee I've got this, Edmund, but if I've got it, we'll try it. I'll take another request from the chat too, if anyone's got one, or if you've actually made one, put it up there. It doesn't look good, man. We don't have it. Don't have that one. Sorry, dude. Sorry, man. Recoil. From the sketchiest man I know, our good buddy O-Rom. We haven't done that yet. We'll do that one next. We'll do that one next, 48K. I've never heard of Recoil, I'll be honest with you. I will say that the tag team wrestling was working fine on my actual screen. So this, I'm not using what I would call the highest level of capture tonight. So, Recoil. We could try one of those. We'll try anything you want. When we do the full motion stream, we're actually gonna beat some. So, good night, Edvin. Let's see here. I don't think we've got Recoil, I'm afraid. I'm sorry. Man, hey, what's up, Mountain Stars? Good to see you, man. Oh, well. Okay, so Jazz Jackrabbit, and then I don't know if I've got Screamer on here. I am familiar with Screamer. Let me see what's here real quick. We'll do Jazz Jackrabbit and Screamer if I've got it. Screamer is a pretty high-end game for DOS. Yeah, we do have it, so we'll do that after we play Jazz Jackrabbit. I haven't tried Jazz Jackrabbit on here, so we'll see how. We tried Jill of the Jungle earlier. We're getting all the greatest hits out of the way. That's for sure. I did play a full round of world-class leaderboard golf here last night, and it worked great. Jazz Jackrabbit. Here's the CD-ROM. Let's just for fun, let's see what is in this. Let's see here. So, let's go to setup here, and we go to English, sound card. We'll go with the Sound Blaster 16, ultra high quality. And exit and save. And now we should be able to type that. And there it is. Sure, we could do one of the Texas as well, man. Listen, it's all requests, y'all. Whatever y'all want, we'll try. Oh my god. How cheesy. Epic's back again. Jazz Jackrabbit CD. All right, let's get the joystick set up here. I'm pleasantly surprised. Most of these have worked with my controller quite nicely. They don't always do that. Do you have a grab escape pad? Look, it detected it. Yes. I love these. I mean, you got to give them credit. They really were. They worked hard on this stuff. Is that yes, yes, yes for Tex Murphy? Is that what you're all yes, yesing? Oh, yeah. All right, let me see here. Got jump. We're moving. Okay, you can't jump on these guys. Let me see how you shoot. Maybe do I have to get bullets? I'm not shooting. Let's go through here. Well, I've ran into that guy enough times. Yeah, they were one of the better outfits for when it comes to that stuff. That sucks. Up, secret area. Let me see if I can set my control shooting up here. I don't think I've got actual shooting control. Get back here. I don't want the keyboard controls, you idiot. Won't let me set them up. That's odd. Let me see if I can fire with the actual keyboard. Yeah, I saw that, Matt. That's a good eye. Okay, so for whatever reason, they didn't map a key here. So let me show you something we can do here. All right. Now, we're having some control issues here, so I'm going to go over to the control screen and go up here to preset. Now, you see that's got a Jazz Jackrabbit preset right there? I'm going to go to that. Okay. The guys that put this together, they went with an outfit that does a bunch of configurations for DOS games, and they got a bunch of the joystick configurations for a ton of them. So, and look at that. We're in. We're using the joystick configuration. It was that simple. That's nice. That's a nice little fringe benefit. There we go. So I would say this is running great, frankly. Once we get past, and again, that little control issue, we just have the control set up right, simple. That's one thing I've noticed for doing this is that your number one waste of time is going to be setting up the controls. That's the hardest thing to do, and some of these are easier than others. If you're gonna play a bunch of booter games, you're gonna be probably using the keyboard or rigging up the joystick to be a keyboard, because they don't support joysticks. Joysticks can be a hassle on some of the older stuff. That's running good. This is a more substantial game than Jill of the Jungle that we played earlier. I will say that. They got their Sonic on big time in this. They knew what they were doing. So, okay. I think someone requested we give Screamer a try. Now, I'm not going to make any promises with Screamer because I can tell you right now, I've played that one a bunch of times over the years, and Screamer can be difficult to deal with. If you're a DOS guy, Screamer can be a real toughie. I like this game a lot, particularly the first one. They sort of went outside. They sort of left the ballpark on the second one. But this was the premier DOS racing game, in my opinion, for certainly in its era. So let's give this a whirl here. If I can read, and know my letters. Screamer. And this one could be tricky, so let's give it a shot. Now, let's see if there's a joystick thing for a Screamer. There is. So we're going to pick it. All right. So we're ready to go. Let's run. So this is high res and low res. I remember that. So let's try just running that. Okay, that didn't work. So let's just run the setup. Okay, it's detecting this as a very fast 46. It has detected everything except not the sound. So we're going to set the sound up here. Let's see if the VGA, Super Video. So we're going to go with SVGA controls. We're going to keep the controls the way they are because we've got that preset. And then we're going to use the... that's interesting. This does not support the Sound Blaster. That's bizarre to me. Oh, wait, no. There's... Okay. I was baffled for a second, so that's fine. So Sound Blaster... I think we're at 7. Look at the music card. CD port. No. Sound Blaster 16. Auto detect. There it goes. So we just need to use that. Sound's working. So we're in. All right. So we should be good to go. Now, let's see if we can actually get this thing to load up. We're just going to run this. Okay. Yeah, this thing can be a problem. And inevitably, people monkey with these. Let's go to the command line here. By the way, you can go to the command line. And so we are in the area that has Screamer in it. So let's have a look around. We haven't done this yet. So let's look and see what we've got here. Let's see what it's trying to do here. So what we're going to do here is I'm going to go into all right, now. I won't spend too much time on this, but we're going to give it a whirl. Oh, where did I put those? I thought I copied them into this directory. I must have screwed that up, didn't I? I did. I put them in the wrong spot. That was bad. So I just destroyed those. Whoops. Thank God this isn't permanent. Let's try this again. I forgot to put the parentheses on the outside. Yeah, I know. I noticed that after I looked. I'm like, oh, crap. So let's go to start 1. Copy. C. I think that's right. SCREONE. By the way, you probably will never have to do this. I'm just... Yeah, it is a very strange one. No. Let's see. Is there an install here? Let's try this. All right. All right. There we go. Hey, yeah. By God, we'll get it. Sometimes you do need to install these, and that may have been such an instance. Thank you, Steve. Let's see if we can play the sucker. Okay. I remember this thing being difficult. Let me make sure that I've got this thing still on the correct loadout on the keyboard here. Okay, no, it says we're on the right one. We'll find out, I guess. Okay, we do have joysticks. Oh, and get this, everybody. Analog joystick support. Because it only works with the analog. That's interesting. We are getting button support. Let's see here. Now let's see if we can get to work, everybody.
2, 1,
Uh-oh. That's not the right button.
go!
There it is. Go! This right here is the top DOS game for racing. Is it perfect? No. But I mean, if you played all the other DOS racing games of the year, this right here was your King Dong. Look at the helicopter. It's like Ridge Racer Jr. Screw you. Oh!
Whoa! Race to the snake! You're gonna have to get fast to avoid coming last. Checkpoint.
I'm going to try to
You
change the
gotta put your
view
foot
here.
to the floor.
That's not how you change the view.
Watch out for the next bend.
There's a key here that lets you change to an in-car view.
Better put your
Whoops,
foot down.
that was my fault. Oh, man. I've done something to anger it.
So what's the problem? Broken the car?
Yeah, you'll get sick of that guy. I don't like these key setups. No, I don't want to play again. Yeah, something's happened where I've lost my controller. Now, I will tell you, did you see what I did this accidentally during the game? If you drop in, the one thing that will be affected adversely if you drop in and out of the game is your controls. It is very, very sensitive if you're using legit controls. I mean, if you like, and by that I mean not the keyboard. So like this is set up here. Someone has set this up. It does not like it. So just an FYI. That I don't think that will affect your gameplay, but I'm telling you, and if you fool around with the controls, you just need to start the game over because it will screw up. It will screw up. This is working. I mean, we were playing. It's funny that the mapping of this is odd, but again, this is pre-mapped. And also, we don't know what the pre-map or what kind of joystick he had either. So anyway, Screamer, I still call that a win. That's not too bad. Now, you guys were asking about, what was it, a Tex Avery game or something? What was the one? Somebody shout out what it was you guys were wanting to see, and we'll load it up. Good night, Centauro. Thanks for coming in, man. Tex Murphy. Okay, we're going to try that. I never really got into Tex Murphy that much, but I know it was a popular game. I'll get there eventually. I keep hitting the wrong button on the stick. Hold on a second here. Here we go. Oh, Carmageddon. Yes, Super Tech. We'll do that one next. I forgot about that. Under a Killing Moon. That's the one you want? Okay. Remind me, Tech, and we'll do that because I love Carmageddon. Let's see if we've got Under a Killing Moon here. Let's see here. It could be under Tex Murphy, too. Okay, I don't have it under. Let's look under Tex Murphy. Okay. When you say, I mean, this is just an arbitrary list of titles. Anything you try will probably work. I want to make that abundantly clear. This isn't like what comes with it, where you just load up whatever you want. I do not see Tex Murphy, I'm afraid. Sorry, everybody. What were his other games called? You may remember, I know there were a couple of them. Some of the, and those may run out, maybe were too new for this collection. Let me see, while we're waiting, I'll look up Carmageddon and see if we got that. I did look under you. I didn't see it. Let me see here. Here's Carmageddon. Let's try this. So there's the Splat Pack as well. I wonder if we can just drive it out of the Splat Pack. Let's see. Martian Memorandum. I do remember. Oh, yeah. Boy, you're bringing it back. Okay, so this runs out of Windows 95. And this may or may not run out of DOS. We'll find out. Oh, here's the 3DFX version. That's what we want to try. Let's see if we can get that to work. Let's see. Type in. We may have to install this. Let's see. This may just be the Splat Pack. Let me go up a level and just load. Shoot, I didn't mean to do that. But while we're here, let's see if there's an install. We had to look last time. Yes, you can drop anywhere, anytime you want. Man, I would love to see the 3DFX version of this because I never had it. I'd love to see what it looks like. So this is just the patches for the actual game. That's what that is. So we'd have to install this separately. Oh, no. Yes, we're going to do Windows stuff. Yes. Yes, we are absolutely. Let's get out of this. Let me see if I can run this outside of this. So we're going to go here, and we're just going to load Carmageddon here. Sound setup. I'd say it's going to auto detect it with no problem. And it does. We're okay there. And so we'll get down to Carmageddon. Sales curve? No kidding. Know that. Thank God the intro was there. There we go. Played a lot of this game back in the day. So there's your detail. Okay, let's see if we've got a Carmageddon set up for this. We do not. Do not have one. So we're going to go. The sad thing is, since we didn't load up with a joystick, it's not going to know we've got one. But that's the way it goes. We'll probably just go without on this one. Probably play this without the joystick. Let's see if it'll let us detect the stick, though, just for fun. We'll try it. Oh, it's detecting it. Okay, we got lucky. Hit escape. And then we should be ready to go. We'll give this a whirl. Okay. I've still played this occasionally. I've got the Steam version of this. All right, let's go. I can't make any promises here.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go!
The joystick is not moving. Let's see if we can get any act. That's moving us in there. Here we go. Oh, yeah. Runs pretty good. If you haven't played this game, basically you try to kill as many people as you can or to take out the other racers. Killing the people is fun. Although taking out the racers is pretty fun. And there's some pretty crazy weapons in there. Here's some power-ups. You know, you reminded me, Brent wanted me to try out something called Big Red Racing. I remember that when we played it on ARG one time. Oh. If I'm not mistaken, to fix your car, yeah, hit backspace. So I used to play this with the keyboard, I guess. There's a lot of keyboard commands in this, so not terribly surprised. It's running good, though. Oh, yeah, I finished the level. I've also killed everyone on the level a bunch of times. Yeah, screw you. But, I mean, you have to be dedicated to sit around and play it. I mean, I had a pack for this that added Army of Darkness sound effects to it. And so I've heard all of Ash and his sound effects from the Evil Dead movies like about 1 million times. I had one that added Simpson sounds. So yeah, that's what happened back in the day. Anyway, that's working good. That's working real good. So no worries there. You'll be good to go on that one. Let's try another here. Let me see, what were the other games you were talking about? Joe Lieberman can kiss my Heineken. Let's see, Mean Streets and Martian Marine. I want to try at least one Tex Burpee. I don't want everybody to be disappointed. Those are both in the M's. Let's roll down here to the M's. One of these days I'll have to install that and then put the 3DFX stuff in there. That'll be sweet. Let's see here. I think I saw Mean Streets. M-E-A-S. Mean Streets. Bam. There we go. Let's just run it, I guess. Oh, it's got the old real sound. Sweet. Play Mean Streets. Oh, here we go. Crack. Oh, thank God. It worked. What a lucky guess. Let's go with VGA. Here it is. There's your real sound, everybody. Postal. I'll check that one out, too. I forgot about that game. Oh, yeah. I remember the opening screen. I was very impressed. It's a good question. I think the answer would be yes. We'll try it. We forgot to start this game. There it goes. I remember being very impressed with that screen. So, game options. Okay. Fight level. Yeah, we're going to try it in this one. Look how cool. I remember thinking the opening of this looked awesome, but the game I never got on with. $10,000. What a deal. Yep, here we go. Who remembers how to do this? Oh, here we go. That'll help. Not really doing anything, is it? Uh-oh.
What's up, Pix?
Huh.
There's nothing in our file.
I tried. Just for fun, let's try loading this with the Hercules. Since we don't know what we're doing, let's at least get something fun out of this. Play Mean Streets. Hercules. Here we go. You know, for the record, I used to have an actual Hercules video card. I had a Hercules Dynamite 128 Visa local bus card. So this may, you got to remember, this may be toned like this specifically for, you got to think it's not looking for a color output monitor. So it doesn't surprise me that you're getting that. I don't think so, but we can look. This is a good time to experiment. Let's have a look here. So we could go here to video, and we've got video choices. How about Hercules? And there you go. And so we'll go from there, and we'll reboot and see what happens. Main Streets. Hercules. You notice that this menu looks different than it has. This is Hercules. There you go. That's it. Yeah, it's in mono. Because your monitor would give you the amber or the green. Pretty slick though that you could do that on the fly. I do like that. And you've got it. By the way, it does Tandy, and I tried Tandy because Tandy did some good stuff in Tandy, and it works great. It works no problem. All right, let's move along here. How far in are we here? We've got a little more time. Let's try a couple more. Oh, we had a request for, I want to try Postal. I want to try Monster Truck Madness. Oh, we have to try the Windows thing. So let's do that before we do anything else. Well, let's see if they've got Postal first. Let's do that. So, and then we'll try loading some stuff out of Windows. So I want you guys to see how that looks. Whoops, my bad. I always do that. So, I don't know if Postal seems pretty new, but it may not be. It's funny, my mind, it's hard for me to judge time sometimes. Let's see here. I don't think we've got Postal. Sorry about that. Now, Porntress, we got Porntress. Sorry about that. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, exactly. So, this is a good time to try. So, no Postal. So, we're going to try to load some up in Windows. You're probably asking yourself, how does that work? So, the first thing I'm going to do is just show you how to load Windows. At the top of the screen here, you see that I've got Load Operating System. Right, so I'm going to hit the button on this. And it's going to, that's just, that name is arbitrary. Okay, so we're going to load up an operating system. We can skip that. It'll take a second here. And I turned off the opening screen here. That's why it's just blank, but it will come up. I did that. So, Windows gives you, of course, some things will only run in Windows, right? And so, what do? Well, this gives you certain advantages. If you open Windows and drag an ISO into it off your desktop, it will just load up the ISO, all right? But that's not going to do it for you every time. So here we are. This is Windows 98 and some additional baloney. You should get there it is. And so I made a 4 gigabyte Windows drive, which is right here. Now you can see it loaded up. This is the last thing we loaded. And so it loads this up as a secondary drive. Okay, so there you go. So what we're going to do is, and it took me a while to figure this out, to be honest with you boys, but I'm going to try it here. This has a high level of failure, okay, but we're gonna try it. So we're gonna load up. Matt mentioned what was it, Midtown Madness? Let me see if I've got that, or if I got anything here that we know has a Windows component. I think Quake has one too. Let me see if we've got Midtown Madness. Monster Truck. Well, okay. Well, I'm thinking about a whole different game then. Isn't Midtown Madness a game as well? Am I nuts? Monster Truck Madness. Okay, hold on a second here. That's Monster Bash. So a lot, like I said, this was for DOS, so there's not a lot of stuff in here that was specifically made for Windows. I'm pretty sure that Quake is. So let's just as I know that one is, let's go to that one. Let's go the right way. But I'm showing this. This is for educational purposes in case anybody wants to try this. LMNOP. Here we go. Passed it. Quake. Okay. Do we have Quake 2? We just have Quake 1. So I'm gonna click on this. Okay. And now I've loaded Quake as the content. Now we're gonna run the so first things first, we did that. Okay. You load up the Quake, then you run your operating system. Now we're gonna have to reboot this thing. And it'll take a minute. But what you're doing is you're starting a new version of the operating system up with whatever you determine is the content as the secondary hard drive. And this is how you'll access Windows games. Now, I didn't put a ton of Windows games on here, but I wanted to show you how to do this because it does work this way. You can run them this way, and it works fine. So we'll let this thing boot up. This is something I didn't show in my tutorial because I hadn't tried it yet. By the way, installing Windows, you literally just open up the Windows ISO and install it. It's not that difficult. So if we double-click on this, Quake, right here. Here's our Quake drive. And so if we click on it, Quake is in here. And then we can scroll down and see right here is a Quake Windows 95 launcher. We'll see if this works, just for fun. It worked for a second there. Let's try running this. It seems to be thinking. Now, I have had mixed results with running stuff from Windows 98 inside of Dosbox Pure and Dosbox Pure Unleashed. You can see this right here has died. And when it dies, it dies. It dies a death, okay? So, right now, the only thing we could do is just to basically reboot. That's all we could do. So we're going to, which is no big deal, but we have to reload. So we have to reload it. So we can assume that we're not going to get Quake loading that way. So let's try loading something else that might require that. I'm trying to think of other games. I think possibly Tomb Raider. It's also like that. I think I put a copy of Tomb Raider on here. Let me look. That was a special 3DFX version. We'll try it. But anyway, that's how you load stuff through Windows. Yeah, here it is. I think this is the one. So we're going to load this. And then we're going to... whoops, I just lost it. No, cancel. We'll try it again. Yeah, no kidding, eh? It gets a little bit weird when you get into the whole operating system thing. Okay, so we've just loaded up the Tomb Raider directory. All right, now we're going. I don't remember if we need this or not, but we'll try it anyway. Just one more time, just to say we did it. I also by the way, I played Oregon Trail on here for like an hour, and it worked great. I'll load that up too before we shut it down. But when it comes to Windows, like I tried to do a full patch update on Windows to bring it up to like the unofficial Service Pack 3. It wouldn't work. It kept locking up. It kept messing up. So I think your mileage on Windows will vary. I mean, I know it's in beta. The support's in beta. So your mileage will vary on what you get out of it. But this is to show you how to actually access stuff in case you want to. And so here we've installed Tomb Raider, and there it is. And see, it does not like it. So here's the guts of Tomb Raider. If we try to run it, it doesn't like it. So this is the 3DFX version of Tomb Raider. We'll see if we can get it to actually play the game. Let me do this. I'll see. So this does have a preset mapping, but since we're in Windows, I guess it can't do the preset. So that's something I didn't know that. So we'll just use keyboard if we can. We can figure out how to open anything. Let's see what the controls are. How about that? Nothing. Whoops. Sorry, that's my desktop. I hit the Windows key. My bad. Let's try to run this out of Windows. I'm gonna try to escape this. That's how you load stuff in Windows. Windows mixed bag. I guess that's what I'm saying. But if you want to do it, you can do it. So we're going to load this out of Windows. Get that out of here. So we should be able to change the joystick the way we want it now. Let's see. I'm pretty sure this has a... No, maybe it doesn't have one. Maybe I'm just an idiot. So... I know one of these things will open up the... This is the part where you fall off the cliff, trying to figure out what keys do what in these old DOS games. And like I said before, this is where you'll spend a good majority of your time. Just trying to figure out... I played this on stream, or off stream a couple weeks ago, and it worked great. Let me see if I can... there might be a setup I have to run that's outside of the program. So let's try one more time, because I would like to show you the actual 3DFX action here. So let's run this setup file. Here we go.
Right, let's go adventuring.
There we go. Let me at least, I'm going to change this over to be a generic joystick. So let's go here. We will go out of Gravis, and we will just go with a generic 2-button joystick. Sometimes you'll get some action with that. And then we will try running this again. You'll see the 3DFX thing there. Now it's just a hilarious joke on me to try to make it so I can't actually open up the control thing. Whoops, I did it again. It is odd that the arrow buttons work fine and nothing else does. How irksome. Well, screw it. I tried. That's one where you just have to sit down and figure out the controls, and it's too late in the stream for me to screw with it. Let's try one more here. Let me go up here. But yes, you probably did see that does support 3DFX control. So if you have to, this has 3DFX, and it will go up to 4K, by the way. If that's something you're interested in, you can roll up the graphics up to a 4K 3D FX screen. Let's see, O-R. Maybe it's under the T. I know I played this on here. That's something. Sometimes stuff's like super this or like the super video that. And so it's sometimes stuff's hard to find. A lot of people have asked me, do you like this more than ExoDOS? I like the options you get here. Is it better? Is it better than ExoDOS? No. ExoDOS runs on Dosbox. So it's sort of the same thing, frankly. But you do get. I do like the options you've got. I like the on-screen options. That for me, that goes a long way. So right here we've got mouse support. We've got Sound Blaster. We've got all that set up good. That looks good to me. So we'll just run it. I've not seen that one, Tech. That might be something to play on the FMV show. What was that for? Was that a Windows game? I like this. Is quite nice, actually. I do like this one. I played this the other day to completion. I managed to get through the whole trail. We'll just have a taste here. Okay. Get help there. So, since we're just screwing around, we'll get 20 of those. 3. You need a ton of food. You need 4 of these bad boys. Oh, if I went over. Let's we'll go down to 15 of these. There we go. Oh, we don't have any clothes. We need clothes. Let's see here. 1 set of clothes. That'll be fine. Buy the rest of it later. Nice tune. I like the graphics. Oh, they did a good job on this one. So it's time. Here's our first river coming up. So that's 607 feet wide, but 2 feet deep. It's not the worst. Let's take the ferry, though. I don't have any money, do I? Oh, man. Well, that ain't good. I probably should have paid the ferry. I mean, I should have, let's just try to fjord the thing. We can make it. Looking good. Ha ha! We saved $5. Suck it. Oh, shut up, Matt. I just don't know what you were talking about. What a hoser. And you can see, though, that this is working 100%. Let's see if we can get through 2 of these things. This is only a 1.5 foot. Shouldn't be a problem. There we go. I think we've got that one, Mountain Stars. We've got time for one more. But anyway, Oregon Trail, working without a hitch. And I like this. I do like this version quite a bit. Like I said, I beat it the other day, so it's good. All right, so I suck at Crusader. I'm going to warn you. This isn't the first time someone's asked me to play it on stream, and I've not done well. We got time. We'll try this and one more. So if you've got one more request out there, we will try it. If you're just sitting there quiet, you haven't said anything all night, get in there. Now's your chance. Okay, let's see here. Crew. Oh, I don't. Wait, hold on. Ah, look at that. Look at that, dude. Let's see if it works. Let's just run it. Oh, look at that. It's got Unify. I made a DOS-based MAME machine back when no one had a MAME cabinet. And I remember using all these DOS video tricks to get it to work. So I see stuff like that. That's what it reminds me of. Holy mackerel. I think it's installing, yeah. I think we just installed it. Let's see if it's installed. We'll go to the command line here and see if there's a directory for it. Did it install anything? Oh, here's Crusader. Oh, here we go. Where's this thing installing to? Unable to open a file. So we're going to actually try to install this. Let's see what we got here. Oh, man, it doesn't look like there's it looks like there's maybe a file missing. We figured this out last time. Let me see if I can... Here's an idea. I did see Crusader know the first game. Let's try that one. I know, Matt. I know. You're not wrong. Wow, you're not going to believe this, but I think I actually locked up the emulator. That's the first time I've done that tonight. It does happen occasionally, but that's what's happened. So we'll just shut it down and bring it back up. Every once in a blue moon, you'll get one that does that. It's the way it goes. Let's try one more time, Mountain Star, with the other Crusader. There may have even been another one that we could try. Again, most of the time, this has got nothing to do with the emulator. You got to think, with all these games, they have not been vetted. You know what I'm saying? So you're going to get some that just flat out don't work. So don't let this spoil it for you. Let's see if we can get this one to work. Well, that's the patch.
Main menu.
There we go.
Options menu.
Oh, this is something I should mention here. So when you're playing this in a window, your mouse can go outside the window and it screws up the game. If you hit Control and F11, you'll lock your mouse to where it can't go out. It helps if you hit it on the right keyboard. Here we go. So I just locked the mouse for now. I'm not playing it in a window, but if I was, you'd want to do that. Again, all those are listed in your general panel there when you go to it. So let's.
Loose cannon. Mama's boy.
Oh yes. Yes, I remember this now.
Code red.
Does this bring back anything for you? Man, I remember getting hit by that about 20 times. See this guy here? He don't want to get shot. That's what happens. This has like tank controls. It's very strange.
Throw down your weapon. I have them in my sights.
Yeah, it takes some getting used to. They're moving your guy around. Yes, you remember this, eh? Yeah, we don't need you to talk, sir. But you hold up to move, and then you're moving the mouse around to like steer. It's very strange. I know there is. I'm pretty sure This is one of those games where you don't have joystick support. This is it. Good sound. Yeah. Man, I'd love to get in that mech. Can I get in that? Oh, it's shooting me, so I guess not. Oh, yeah. This guy could take a beating, that's for sure. So wait a minute, yeah, of course, this thing has full mouse support baked in. It's quite remarkable, this stuff. I mean, again, it takes care of this stuff for you. Of course, you can change the mouse support yourself if you want. So there's plenty to do in there. Let me see if there's I think we've covered just about everyone. I do want to try for Brent because he'll yell at me if I don't. Let me see if I can actually run Big Red Racing.
Code red.
We've ran a lot of games tonight though, and we've had most successes. Like I said, Windows is a little funky, you know, and maybe there are settings that will make Windows run better that I just don't know. But for me, I've found it to be a little funky. So your mileage may vary on that one.
What's going on?
But most stuff, it runs quite easily. Let's see here. Big Red Racing. There it is. He'll be happy. Let's see if we can get it to work. English. Okay. And you can see it's auto-detecting this stuff quite easily. And so we want to run racing. And here we go. Oh, yes. I remember playing this on Amigo, or on the ARG Presents. I don't remember being any good at it. Let's see if there's a pre-made joystick setup for us. And there is not. So we're just going to stick with what we got then. Okay. And this does support... Let's go down here. This does support the mouse as well. Let's go here to options and see what we can do. So we've got joysticks. Alright.
Hey, for a chick, you hawk pretty good.
And there you see here we are. We're trying to calibrate. Whoops, I didn't mean to do that. I probably just screwed myself there. So let's...
Hey, for a chick, you hawk pretty good.
You told me to come on.
You've got a lot of...
You're dirty.
Get it in gear.
Let's take it off of analog.
Richard?
Get the lead out.
Okay, I don't know if that's good or not, but we'll try with what we got here and see if we can actually do anything.
Floor it.
You're dirty.
I can't think of a worse set of dialogue boxes than what they've presented us with here. It's horrible.
Now let's hear your engines growl in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hoppa, hoppa.
I can't turn right. What's up, Road Warrior? Oh, jeez, dude. Oh, boy. I've played the game you're talking about. I'm going to restart this so I can see if I can get the joystick to set up properly. I know the game you're talking about. I definitely have played that. So that's one more time. Because if worse comes to worse, I'll just play with a keyboard.
Hey, Bubba Louie.
But I'm trying to do the joysticks just as...
Why, that ain't my belly button.
Well, that ain't my finger neither.
Okay.
Warming up for it. All right, I'm ready now.
I know, just what you've been waiting for.
Let's see if we can get them to work here.
All right, I'm
So it does not want to go all the way over. So what we're going to do here, let's try this.
Jeez, come on!
It will not let us do that. Okay, so we will just use keys.
Wait, it's hotter than get it in gear. Feather bed. Get it in gear. Get it in gear.
Pretty sure I can figure out the controls on this one. So, oh, look at this. Okay, we'll be the chick. Man, that is insane.
What are you waiting for? Christmas?
Let's go to England.
This course is wet and wild, like me.
Yeah, no kidding.
Ready now? 5, 4.
This insults my brain. Trying to.
2, 1. They're off.
All right. That's me in the red car. Oh my God, the shaking of this is insane. When we played this in ARG, I was not a fan, and my views on the game have not changed. Well, Mount Stars, if you want to vomit, you can actually upscale. I think you can upscale pretty much any of this to up to 4K. If you want it, I mean upscaling. Okay, I see what you mean. You mean actually native? I don't know about any of that sort of thing. You're on your own. I haven't tried any of the filtering or that stuff. I don't know, STB. Hey, Tech Boy, did you ask me to play something earlier and I forgot to do it? If I did, tell me now, because I remember you asking for a game, but I can't remember if I actually delivered on playing it or not. So if I didn't,
Roll over Beethoven. That's a classic split.
let me see if I can. Let me see if I can do something about that screen shake. That is irritating. Yeah, it's realism. What? I don't think so. Display.
Hey, for a chick, you hawk pretty good.
Well,
Hey, Baba Louie.
let's try
I'll do
let's
the
turn
driving
that off.
around here.
Give us a whirl. If it starts that crap again, we're out. I turned off the automatic camera, I think. Oh God, that is maddening. Yeah, no kidding, Tech. I agree. Good God. Listen, I can't tell you with 100% certainty that this is running correctly. I mean, your mileage may vary. I don't know. That one you may have to go back and have a look. That can't be right. Who would buy that game? It would make you want to die. That would make you want to kill yourself if that was the way it's supposed to be. Let me see if there's anything I've missed here. Is there anything I said I would do that I haven't done? Last call. We'll get out of this thing. Picard, you've asked for one, and if we've got it, I'm going to deliver it. And then we will call it a night. We're 2 hours into this DOS game. Hey, listen, one thing you can't say is that we haven't seen a lot of DOS games. I've tried to play as many as I can in 2 hours. And I think we've seen quite a few. It should at least give you an idea of what you're in for. Let's see here. Do not have it, I'm afraid. Do not have Whiplash. I'm sorry about that. Some of these I'll go back and try to grab for later. Fatal Racing, eh? By the way, I have tried Wing Commander Mountain Stars. It does work. I did get it to work. So, if that's one you're interested in, it does work. At least the first Wing Commander. Ah! It's Fatal Challenge. Fatal Racing. Look at that. That's a good call, Picard. Let's see if we can get this thing to work. Gremlin Interactive. Anybody seen that Wing Commander film? I think I'm the only one that liked that. Here we go. Oh, look at this. Okay. This looks okay. Okay. Let's see if we can... First of all, let's see if we've got a control mechanism for this one. Nope, they don't have one for this one, so we will just go with what we've got here. Let's go with calibrate. That's okay. That's working fine. So that looks fine. All right. Huh. Let's go for it. Is this the American name for this?
Drivers ready. Engines ready.
Oh, look at this. This looks familiar to me. Well, despite the fact that it said my joystick was configured, see if the keyboard's working. It is. So I guess I didn't turn it to joystick. How stupid. So this has two-player simultaneous play then, eh? All right. Jesus, look at that draw. Oh my God. How the hell do you stay on that? So this is like if take acid, do race. Oh my God.
Here it comes.
I guess that's why they call it a whiplash. Look at that, we're going through the loop. Just like hard driving. Oh, I don't recommend playing this with the keyboard if you can help it.
Keep going.
Oh my God. I'll never be able to stay on the road right there. Let's see what the options are in this. Define controls. It's funny how it keeps skipping that one. It makes me wonder what's going on there. All right, enough of this. It works, though. That's very good. Yeah, hard drive has a DOS version. That's a good... It's funny you should mention that. That's a good call, by the way, Picard. I like that one. Yeah, that one might be fun to try out once I get the controls mapped out. Again, the controls, you're going to have to set this stuff up. It's just the way it is. So, I think I tried this one too, and I think this one goes, by the way, David Whitaker on the music on this, I think this thing goes crazy when it comes to actually playing the game. Let's see here. Control device mouse. I don't know about that. Doesn't work for me, brother. figure out how to make it. Let's go with the keyboard. We don't want the manual. See how fast that car's spinning? That should give you an indication of what's about ready to happen. There we go. This is the smoothest experience you'll ever have playing this game. I promise you. Oh! Oh, yeah. There's a hard driving, too. There's also race driving, stunt driving. There's a bunch of those things. I should have taken a stunt course. Yeah! What EA game would you like to see, Mountain Star? We do have some. I mean, we're in overtime here, but what the hell? In for a penny, in for a pound. How about NHL? Okay. Let's give that a whirl then. Why not? We'll play it. Yeah, I know, Matt. But that one, I played that one before the show, and I was having some control issues. So we'll get that one next time. I know I did play some of yours, but that one I cunningly skipped. Just for the same reason that it's one of those things I have trouble configuring my joystick for. NHL hockey, bam. Let's try this out here, man. I can tell you guys are old DOS heads from way back because you're asking for good stuff. I mean, I can't deny that. That's fine. Let's see if this works. All right. MechWarrior 2 is my go-to MechWarrior.
EA Sports presents NHL Hockey.
That little bit of screen tearing you occasionally see, that's just the capture. It looks good on the main screen. It really does. All right, so we've got, let's just give this a quick whirl. Game, player 1 controls. What we got here? Controlled by the mouse, joystick 1. And then we'll set the player 2 to computer. And then we'll pick I will be New Jersey, of course. We can take on the Kings. I think we got a chance. And then let's start the game.
Tonight from Byrne Meadowlands Arena in New Jersey, EA Sports presents.
Man,
the
I
game
remember
between the
getting
Los
this.
Angeles Kings and
I
the New
remember
Jersey Devils.
acquiring this. Man,
Here are tonight's lineups.
I was into hockey back in the day, but I fell out of it. There it is. Beautiful. I love the Oregon. Let's see if I can actually play this game or if it's going to give me trouble. All right. Oh, jeez. 2 seconds into the game?
2 minutes for roughing.
Jeez. That was uncalled for. God. Oops. Okay. Oh! He was in the crease. Look at the cracker check passing. Oh! Oh, son of a gun. I put it in my own freaking net.
Los Angeles goal scored by number
I remember
15.
playing this. I distinctly remember playing this back in the day. Yes, I know, Mountain. I know, man. Man, this takes me back. I'm telling you. Sent it in the boards. Get out of my face. Oh, ah! Are you kidding me? He was over the line, ref. This thing does do 3DFX. It absolutely does. If I could have got Tomb Raider up and running, which I have ran on, like, it's in my first video. Maybe my second one. Oh! I'm not known for taking the best shots. I'm not gonna lie. Well, I hope you're happy, Mountain Stars. Now I'm gonna have to set. I'm gonna go back in here and play this.
2 minutes for charging at 2 minutes
You
and
suck.
29 seconds.
I'm gonna have to come back in here and play this. I'd love to show you guys something that has 3DFX in it. I mean, like I said, Tomb Raider's got it. I just couldn't get the controls working on it. Let me try it one more time. And this is absolutely the last one. My God, we could be here all night. This is the last one. But by God, we're going to get one. I want to at least get one of these in. Because I worked hard to make sure I got this thing working. So I'm going to change my controls beforehand. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Dadgummit. Hold on. Ah! I'm getting stir crazy here, ladies and gentlemen. Here we go. Let's try this one more time. This is the last one. I'm for sure this time. Everything was on the PC, AA. Okay. Now, I'm going to change this joystick to something else. Just generic. Let's just go with, start with that. All right. And then we're going to go back here, and we're going to load this. Now, the reason that 3DFX logo came and went so quickly is because I've got this thing that the automatic speed. All right, here we go. But this is in 3DFX right here. So what you're looking at here, trust me when I tell you, I played the other one. I promise you, this is 3DFX. You can note the smoothness of it. Again, that little bit of tearing you're getting, that's strictly on my capture card. It's not the game that's doing a real good job. But we'll put this, I'll load this up in non-3D. Yeah. Yeah, I'll load this up in a minute if you want to see it without the 3DFX, and it's substantial. For one thing, the draw distance. Like, look how far. You can see pretty far when these bats come out. Let me see here. Oh, God. Shoot. Shoot, I can't remember how to shoot the gun. Run. Probably should have set up a keeper shooting in retrospect. So that's the 3DFX version. I mean, it runs quite well. I played this for about 20 minutes on one of my streams, and it was real good. It worked real well. I'll probably do an all 3D FX episode at some point just to show it off. Okay, so that's what it looks like. Now, sorry, Laura. I do apologize. It's embarrassing, frankly. If we go here to... if I scroll down here... all the way down. By the way, I had to do nothing to get that to work in 3D FX. And I will say, when I noticed in Windows that it automatically detected the 3D card and loaded the drivers for it. So it was good to go, which is nice. You could actually install the 3D FX drivers if you want. I watched a fellow do it, and it did work. I'm not even seeing this now, so I may have just gotten rid of it. Well, screw it. I will run Wing Commander. Did you say Wing Commander 4 runs in 3DF? I can't guarantee anything because, like I said, a lot of times you have to actually install the... or if we have Wing Commander 4. I see Wing Commander Armada 2. Sorry, I don't think we've got 4, my friend. I do not see 4. I bet Wipeout has 3D FX support. I wouldn't be surprised at all. Yeah, sorry, man. I can't imagine what this looks like without any 3D support. Oh, what version of Windows was it for, if I may ask? Oh. I don't know what that means. I don't know what that means. We will probably have to do a 3DFX episode. If you're in the if you're in our Discord, like if you think of a 3D game that you want to see on here that I could load, and you'll drop a note in there, I will actually look for it and see if we can actually find it. Like, I know there's a slew of games. Like, I know Quake supports the 3DFX out of Windows is one, but we had trouble getting that to work earlier. But there are plenty of those things. Terminal Velocity is on here. I do not know if it supports 3DFX. I don't know. I'm pretty sure I've tried Terminal Velocity. Yeah, here it is. So here's the CD-ROM version. Yeah, but I don't see anything on here for 3DFX, so I wager it does not. Hey, what's up, Adam? You're tardy to the party, my friend. We're almost done for the night, but it's good to see you. Here, let's go off on one here where it doesn't we can't not get it to work. Let's try one that we can get to work. I guess let's see if we can use the keyboard commands as they are in here. Probably should have set up the sound while we were... Here are the graphic options. Here's your image quality. Pentium, shadows on. Let's put it on. Let's crank everything up. Let's just see if we can just use the keyboard commands that are in here. See what happens. I used to play this game somewhat. It was pretty fun back in the day. Holy smokes, look at that. That sucker's moving. Descent 2, really? Look at that. Good luck seeing that stuff. Holy smokes. So clearly, this is one where we need to use our trick. So let's use it. just so we can get used to it, right? So we're going to go to performance. Now this one mentioned a Pentium, and so we're going to put this on a Pentium. And then we'll see how that does. Still pretty extremely fast. So let's go. Let's go back to. Let's go back to a 46. I'm gonna restart this. That was crazy right there. Let's try that again. Like I said, it's not every game that does that, but you do get some. And like he said, we may have to actually just see that is much better. You run across these sometimes, and so it's a simple thing. There we go. That's how I remember it. There we go. We didn't set up the sound on this, but for educational purposes, it's okay. Nice and smooth, though. Except for me repeatedly ramming the ground. This is another one we always thought was a pretty slick customer back in the day. You have to blow these bases up, and you have to collect these, like, orb gimmicks. Help your shields. Blow this thing up. You're supposed to kill the fighters as well, but not doing a great job of that. Look how smooth. I love it. I love the look of it. So yeah, this will work. So this will work with. I've played this one. It'll work with sound too. Just we didn't install sound. All right. Is that? Are we happy? Is that? Do we need to get anything else that we didn't do? I think that pretty much. It's probably a good place to call it for this evening. 2.5 hours. I think. Oh, come on, Tech Boy, you're killing me. You're killing me here. We'll try one more. This is the absolute last one. I promise you. This is it. Let's see if we've got it. If we don't got it, we're done. Let's see here. By the way, did I mention this is free? Free to download. Go grab it. And then just go. I'll tell you where you go. You can go on like archive.org to get the floppy disks or whatever, however you want to play it. It's not that difficult to obtain. Let's see what we've got here. Let's set the sound up on this one. Perfect. They've got it already done for us. This one should be as simple as just running an MW2 and going to work. Let's see if it works. Oh, my bad. I'm sorry. Jeez. Oh, yes. Yes, this is awesome. Who remembers this opening? Yes. Yeah. This is great.
Sit tight, Bravo 3. I've got visual. I've got evacuators out. I'm targeting systems damage. I'm in bad shape.
Man, I wish that existed, Picard. I'd be all over it. I will say, back in the day, I did play the absolute crap out of this game. But, I mean, it's been so long. I've played the Steam modern version. Is this where the Battle Masters... Isn't there a Battle Master in this scene somewhere?
Warning. Ammunition level critical.
I love that. It guy's got, what is that, a mad cat?
What is your situation?
Boom! Screw you! I played a lot of Mech Warrior Clans, too, back when that was out.
For assault, this is HQ.
Yeah! That's the stuff right there, boys. I love it. Holy smokes. Let's see here. Let's just try one here, just for fun.
A call to trial. Justice by combat.
Just go with what, let's see it. Let's have a look at it here. Yeah, there it is. Let's see if I remember anything. Let's see here. Oh yeah, I'm using the wrong keyboard. That's never a good thing to do. Yeah. Had to be a night mission. There's, we got a contact. Alright, just trying to get my weapon. That ain't good. Gosh, I can't remember what my... Jump jets. Let's use them. My favorite mech, or one of my favorite mechs of all times, is the Grasshopper. I'm a big jump jet guy. Gosh, it's so dark. I hate it. Wish we could have played a daytime mission. This is a tough one to start with. Gosh, someone remind me, what do you hit to shoot? I can't remember. God. I can't even see the enemy. I know there's a way to turn on the ultra vision, but I can't remember what the button is. No.
Image enhancement engaged.
Oh yeah, look at that green out. So sweet. Dadgummit.
Satellite link established.
No. God. Wish I could remember how to shoot.
Engaged. Formation change to.
I think you're right. I think it's still on 46.
Formation change to line abreast.
I'm gonna jump up and change it real quick. Spacebar doesn't shoot. I tried that. Oh wait. It is shoot. I have to hold it down. Thank you, Tex. Jeez Louise. It is running not that good. I'm gonna jump out real quick and change the speed. Man, I wish I could have done this in real life back in the day. Let's try a mission where I can actually see what's going on here.
Ejecting.
All right, I got it. Let's see here. Yeah, let's pick a mech I could live with. Yeah. Yeah, there we go. Jesus, where am I?
Satellite link established. Autopilot engaged. Autopilot disabled. Autopilot engaged.
This is weird. This is real weird. Yeah, I know. That's weird, man. Okay, let's try this one more time.
Ejecting.
That was weird. I mean, I don't know where I was at, but I couldn't move in any direction. Yeah, I tried jump jets. It wouldn't let me move, man. Let's watch a little cutscene anyway. Oh yeah.
We are Clan Wolf, children of Corinth.
Yeah.
We carry the honor of his name on our shoulders as our fathers did before.
Oh yeah, dude.
The remembrance speaks to us of the evil.
I don't have the box anymore, but I've got the disc somewhere.
Exodus and the rights of the traveler.
Okay.
Register Simcoe identity.
Man, this is God.
Planet Colmar. Ambient temperature 34.65
Here we go.
degrees. Local time is 01:34:16 GST. All systems nominal.
We got a contact. No jump jets on this big boy. I'll lose him. Hey, what'd you say? How'd you say to lock on the target? Whoever that was that you, Tex? If you're still in here, I'm gonna scroll back up and see what it was. F4. There we go. Got it. Thank you. There's some way to zoom in. There it is. Oh, man. It's all coming back to me, boys.
Autopilot.
Oh, God.
Shutting down.
No. 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 What did I do? God, no. Oh, God! Oh, no! No!
Autopilot disabled. Heat level critical. Shutdown sequence initiated.
No! Override!
Shutdown sequence overridden.
Give me a lock. How do I zoom out? How do I zoom out the view?
Critical hit. LRN.
Dadgummit.
Hit. Weapon destroyed.
Man, it's been too long. It's been too long.
Engaged. Autopilot disabled.
No way, I'm never ejecting. I'll go down with the ship, brother. I don't think I have any guns left, though.
External camera.
Sweet.
Engaged.
Sweet. Gosh, how do I switch weapons?
Satellite link established. External camera engaged.
That ain't good. I think I boned. I wish I could remember what the weapons.
Image
Shoot, no.
engaged.
How do I switch these weapons?
Target is beyond inspection radius. Target is beyond inspection radius. Enemy power up detected.
Oh man, there he is. Man, I got nothing. I got no weapons at all. Oh, God! He took out all my LRMs. I got nothing, Tex. They're all over me. All you can do is ramming speed at this point. This thing's also slower than Christmas. I'll never catch these guys.
Shutting down.
I'm going to say a silent prayer for my poor pilot. Poor guy. Oh. Does this make anyone else want to play this game except better? Oh! That didn't do me any favors, I'll admit that. Oh! It's funny though, I haven't taken that much additional damage. I can't believe I'm still walking. Oh, I can't walk. Never mind. Oh, there it was. There it is, everybody. That's the one we're going to go out on right there. Hey, thanks, everybody, for hanging and banging tonight. So 3 hours of DOS action. Hot DOS action, brother. Boy, I've really enjoyed having you guys along. And I appreciate everybody that showed up, showed out. Good suggestions all night long. And I hope that this will entice some of you to pick this a very, very simple program up. It's literally one file. And get you a bunch of discs and just drag them right into it and play them. It's that simple. If you have any questions or comments, please leave them down in the comment area. I'll try to answer them. If you have any big-time questions, please check out my stream or my Dosbox Pure Unleashed for Dummies video, where I go into a lot of the deeper aspects of the program and try to demonstrate all the various options. And we'll do this again sometime, and the next one we do is going to be all 3D FX. We'll try that the next time around. So thanks again, everybody. God bless y'all. We'll see you guys on Sunday for Atari Unlimited, where we talk about Tengen. Catch you guys on the flip side. Until next time, be seeing you.